Some wine suggestions for you. Okay, good morning and happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out
Oh, we
there.
don't do that anymore.
From the crew here at Sip and Chew with Mike and Stu.
Man, I love that new intro you got.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Well, it took us 11 years to get one done.
Only 11 years, but we needed some material. So that's what you, if that's what you want to call it, yeah. Need some material. But happy Mother's Day, everybody. I hope everybody's mother has a wonderful day today.
Hope
If
y'all
mine
have a
was
mother
here,
of a day.
a mother of the day, the mother of all Mother's Day. How about that? But we got Charlie Moss in the studio today, filling in
That's
for
me.
Steve.
Which one of us is prettier? Be truthful.
Well,
Phil.
Okay.
Like we keep him locked in his cave.
good,
That's
good,
right. We have to keep him locked in.
good answer there, Steve. Good answer. But we got a special guest today. Later on the show, we got William Billy Stitt of Billy's Bacon and Billy's Burgers and
27
Billy's
Grill.
Old 27 Grill,
Billy's,
which is on
motorcycle.
181, and Billy's Motorcycle, and
I knew I'd heard his name somewhere.
Hottie Toddy
Everywhere.
Billy
That's
from Ole Miss.
Fine bacon right there.
It is. I like the pork belly too. Good God. I'll be glad when my diet's over with so I can get back to eating again.
You don't get to go back to eating again.
Then you'll undo everything.
Yeah.
I can if I want to.
Well, then quit now.
That's
No.
right.
I
Yeah,
wanna-
because the yo-yo thing of weight going up and down
I'm
is worse
gonna-
for you just being chubby.
I'm gonna
That's why I'm
gonna-
staying where I am.
I'm gonna spoil myself on Sundays, maybe. Sunday or Saturday.
One meal.
Just-
If you do
Per
the whole
year.
day, you'll wipe out the entire week.
Right.
But you
Per
get one
year.
meal.
I'm
Just
saving
one
up.
meal. And honestly, if you eat moderately the rest of the time, you can have that bacon cheeseburger just about any time you want.
Yeah.
Just, the other, what is that? 3 times 7, 20. The other 20 meals of the
Not
week.
counting leap year.
Yeah, the other 20 meals of the week, just eat, what you're supposed to. Normal food. 4 ounces of protein. Plenty of beans. Beans are really good, Mike. You need all the beans you want, man.
I try. I try to get some beans in.
Yeah.
So.
The
But
problem
anyway,
with beans in the South, it's always got a lot of pork in it.
well, there's that.
But there's which you can a good substitute if you like to make pinto beans at home or something like that is the smoked turkey legs. You will not tell the difference.
Yeah.
Or the smoked turkey wings. That greatly reduces the fat, the cholesterol.
What about the neck?
Well, yeah,
But they're good.
that's good stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Deborah stopped and tells me they sell a lot of turkey necks.
Oh yeah, especially holidays. And chitlins, my gosh, I did not know chitlins were so popular at Christmas time or New Year's. It's a big New Year's.
Not
day.
with me.
Yeah.
Not with me.
I've had chitlins once, and they're fine till you get to the aftertaste. In fact, they're delicious till you get to the aftertaste.
I think when I used to watch Food Network a lot, I think Andrew Zimmer,
Mm-hmm.
Alton Brown,
Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain, all of them have done a show on chitlins.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey man, he used everything from the rooter to the tutor.
that's right. That's right. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. Well, yesterday was a busy day, and I did not
Unless you're
go.
trying to sell food to somebody.
Yeah, I did not know that there was a lot of music venues going on, and a comedian. A comedian looked like he had the auditorium packed out.
Oh, Fluffy.
Yeah, Fluffy.
Enrique Iglesias. I've been trying for 6 months to get him to call into the show to promote that. Just haven't been able to get through. Because he does a wonderful show. I believe it's on Amazon Prime. where he goes to, well, he's on tour and he takes an entourage with him, just his buddies.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice to
Kind of like Guy Fieri and Pete and all them.
right. But so he'll go to a town and he'll try not just the food, but also a fitness regimen because he had a really bad scare with his heart, as you would imagine for someone that's 6'1" and almost 400 pounds.
I didn't realize he was that tall.
He's about 6 foot or so. But so I mean, he's not skinny by any means now because that would take all the fluff out of his fluffiness. But he does eat better. He said one of the biggest things that he had was he was on that show, Last Comic Standing, the very first year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't win. He's been the most successful comic to ever come off that show.
It's like Greg Norman, golfer. He never won a Masters, but for year after year after year, he always was the number one money maker.
Yeah.
He'd come in second and third or whatever in the top 5 all the time. Never hardly won that many Masters, or never won a Masters in a lot of tournaments, but he was, it pays to come in second, third, and fourth. Yeah.
So, what got popular for Fluffy was when he was on that show was they found out he liked chocolate cake.
Uh-huh.
And he said, and I started booking shows and I'd go into my dressing room. There's like 11 chocolate cakes. Ooh. And he goes and he talked about taking them home one time. And his little stepson, Frankie, comes in and he goes, it was like Christmas morning. He goes, Frankie, this one is just for you.
Well, that's an interesting story. It really is.
Yeah.
It's particularly dealing with health conditions and,
right.
And get on a strict regimen of what you eat. I mean, I would like to know that. What is?
Well, watch the show. It's incredibly entertaining because he's hilarious.
Yeah.
And he is one of the funniest and most likable comedians out there because there are a lot of comedians like Anthony Jeselnik. I think he's hilarious. But a lot of people don't like him because his style of humor is whatever offends you, that's where I'm going.
Well,
and he told this one joke at the beginning one night, and it was just a little bit negative about women, which is, I mean, he picks on everyone. And he goes, that right there is just a little taste test. If you struggled with that joke, you need to leave right now.
This guy here, Steve Byrne, he's going to be at the Merry Widow. He's very popular. He's a very well-known comedian. June 22nd at 8 p.m. He's going to be at the Merry Widow downtown. That's incredible talent to have him coming down. And that's the way he dresses. He wears a suit with a bow tie. And I see him all over the internet. But last night too was the steak cook-off at Fairhope. And man, I think everybody in the world must have been at that because they didn't come to the wine bar.
Yeah.
And they
weren't
show up nowhere else.
Yeah.
They were all at the auditorium or in Fairhope's.
Yeah, and when you get an event at the Civic Center, which is where Fluffy was, Lodoc's not going to get much off of that.
Yeah,
I had a few people come in beforehand, and including a Hodge, and a pal of a Hodge. So they came by and got an Alabama steak sandwich, and I forget what his friend got. It may have been the Mexican street corn, mac and cheese, and then there were a couple other people you could tell they were headed over to see Fluffy because they were dressed a lot like you are. Because that's Fluffy's outfit, man. Hawaiian shirts and cargo shorts.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I try and tell people, shoes with no socks, indoor flip-flops, cargo shorts, and one of those blue water fishing shirts button up. That's formal wear in the South. That is perfectly acceptable at a prom, at a funeral, at a wedding.
I've seen it at weddings. I'm going like, what happened to
that is tradition. That is formal wear on the Gulf Coast in the summertime. If you don't want people wearing that, don't have an event.
Let me tell you what.
Because it is hot down here, y'all.
Not all the time.
Hot
most of the time.
Summer's 6 months of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not talking about December.
Mm-hmm.
No, December you wear the cargo pants.
251-343-0106 is to call in, and the Callahan's Irish Social Club call-in text-in line. Love to hear from you.
Or not, whatever.
You should choose Mobile, Alabama, you lose your blues. Stand there.
Oh, perfect lead into the phone.
Brand new Dolphin Island Beach, Mobile, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, the place that means the world to me.
LCM Motor Cars helps their customers find the cars or trucks they want and helps them find financing. that
Who
works
was
best
the
for them.
comedian that
That's
used
why
to bust
LCM
the
clients
watermelons
keep
and
Gallagher.
Gallagher, he died last year.
Well,
And
what I
his
was,
twin brother
well, the story that I heard about him was that because he did a lot of off-color humor too, that he did an appearance at the Civic Center, and a few minutes into his show, a fair amount of the audience got up and walked out.
You should be
And I'm
reading the
thinking,
Call News.
if you
Since
didn't
first published
know
in 1897,
what kind of humor he had, why the hell did you buy tickets and go?
Follow South Alabama, and
Probably.
continues to be ranked as one of Alabama's best weekly
Well,
newspapers.
you know what? If you go to a comedy show and anything offends you, chances are you're just a
That's right.
It's a comedy show.
Yeah,
You don't get to get mad
It's
at each
supposed
other.
to be irreverent.
Yep. That's the whole point.
Now, sometimes
we can do that
profanity
too,
to
for
make
less than
it
$1
funny.
per week.
I'm not
Call
too
us
sure
today,
that's always good.
251-866-5998.
I don't enjoy all that
That's
profanity.
251.
A little bit's okay.
If they have to use profanity to make it funny, then maybe the joke wasn't that funny.
But there are some things you just can't make funny.
Coins and fine
I
jewelry.
mean,
Currently
going,
looking to
what
fill
the
two
heck
positions, a
is not
full-time
funny?
counter sales
Yeah.
associate and a full or
I'll tell you the one about the two guys,
Contact
two old
Ron
guys
at
sitting
Mobile
on the
Coins
park bench.
today, 251
One of them lifts his leg and cuts this
725-1590.
long, squealing,
There are many
20-second long
adults in
part.
Alabama who cannot
He
take
looks
care
at
of
his friend and
themselves.
says, boy,
Some of
that's
them
really
need
gonna
foster
hit you when
homes.
it dries
The Alabama
out.
Department of Human Resources has a critical need for caring men and women to provide safe and
I sent
supportive
this to
homes
Amber
for
Bell, who
vulnerable
is in the
adults.
marketing
Make a
thing.
difference in
Her only
someone's life.
suggestion,
Be an adult
capitalize
foster care
the S in
provider
sugar
because
and F.
love never ages. For more information,
She
visit
likes it.
dhr.alabama.gov/AFC.
But y'all
Sponsored by the
preparing
Alabama
some kind
Department
of
of Human
video
Resources,
thing?
the Alabama
No,
Broadcasters Association, and
my
this
next
station.
venture.
Hello again,
Is I'm
friends.
closing
I'm
the mac
Randy
and
Burke,
cheese for you
inviting
today.
you to join me,
Oh,
Coach Rick
really?
Clifford,
Yeah,
and
there's
Coach
just no
Mark
gas
Lassiter
stuff.
for the
Yeah.
Thompson Tractors Prep
Breaking
Report.
spoon across
We'll
the street.
be coming to you live from the Eastern Shore
It has been
Toyota
for a while,
Hyundai
yeah.
Studios for 2
And
hours.
Happy Chef right next to it.
The one out in
every
West Mobile
We'll
closed,
visit
but
coaches,
now it's got a different
athletes,
name.
administrators,
Yeah.
and more.
Some other fool bought the building.
Breaking
Along the
spoon
top
is
coast
terrible.
and the state of
Their
Alabama.
food was
Wake up,
terrible.
Prep
Very
Sports
loud,
Report
dude.
10
You
this
could
Saturday
not
morning
cut their
starting at 8
pancakes with
a.m.
steak.
right here
They were
on
too tough.
FM Talk 106.5.
We went to badass breakfast and it was okay, but it's too small. If you got a group of
Oh. Alrighty, we're back. We want to thank a few people. We want to thank Bob's Downtown Diner on the corner of Fat and Happy. That's North Jackson and St. Francis Street.
With the sign that says Bob's Downtown Restaurant, just so we don't
That's,
confuse.
yeah, and not.
But everyone calls it diner.
Yeah.
You know why?
I call it diner.
Because it's a diner.
It is.
Yeah.
It's diner with shorter hours.
No.
Diners are traditionally 24 hours.
No. Diners are
Up
usually
north,
breakfast.
I
The
thought
Waffle
Waffle
House
House.
is a 24/7
Go
diner.
up north and go to a real diner that's like in a streetcar. And
Or a
they're-
train
those
car.
And it's got the round stools and anyway, like Rochelle's got the round. Anyway, we want to thank Bob's Downtown Diner on the corner of Fat and Happy, which everybody there, not everybody's fat, but everybody's happy.
Yeah.
I'm fatter when I leave there.
Yeah,
I
and happier.
guarantee, yeah. Especially when I put that stuff in my coffee. That's got my last name. So anyway, Paul Sausage and Wholesale Meats. I went and got my stuff last week. I've been throwing it in the cabbage and this and that and eggs and love it. The Cajun smoked
I'll
sauce.
tell you something real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick dish, low carb. Just cut up your sausage, put it in a baking dish,
Mhm.
put your onions and peppers in it, and just roast it. And just have a big old pan of sausage and peppers and onions. And if you're really crazy like me, those peppers will not be bell peppers.
Well, I'm not that crazy.
Yeah.
There's gonna be bell peppers.
Yeah. But that, when I did Atkins, that was one of my favorite dishes.
Yeah.
Some smoked sausage,
Cool.
just onion and peppers. And,
I do that, but I throw an egg in there and kind of scramble it up.
yeah, a little extra protein.
Yeah. And we're going to thank Butch Cassidy's over there in the Floshell area district of Mobile, corner of, it's right near the corner of Florida Street and O'Shell Road. And there's a lot of restaurants around there.
I believe it's 60 Florida Street.
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah. So, but I want to mention real quick, today is Jennifer Botifer's birthday.
Yep, I saw that. The gumbo queen of Mobile.
The Gulf Coast. She's won a bunch of them. But happy birthday, Jennifer,
Whooped you plenty of
from
times.
Stu and I and Charlie and Phil. And
Also, happy birthday to Heichel Harris, former executive chef for Alabama and fresh
okay,
off the boat. I think he's working one of the resorts down there now.
okay, yeah. I don't,
Talented chef.
oh, really?
That was Chris Sherrill's right-hand man at when Chris was there.
Okay.
And then when Chris left, Heichel took over.
All right. Wow. You know what today is? Not
Mother's
only
Day.
Mother's Day.
Oh, Sunday?
Today is National Nutty Fudge Day.
Nutty Fudge Day.
Hey, it's nutty.
Yeah.
It's a nutty
They
day.
only get one day.
Yeah.
I think it ought to be Nutty Fudge year.
But anyway, that's all that's going on with me. I went and ate Friday. I went and ate a new place down before you get to Foul River area.
Oh, Falcon.
And it used to be called the Blue Marlin, but now it's called the Delta Grocery Restaurant. And I saw on Facebook on the foodie site.
On Dog River Bridge? Or Foul River Marina, I mean?
No, in south of Fairhope.
Foul River's in Mobile County, Mike. You talking about Fish River?
Fish River. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Wrong
Wrong
river.
Foul River's Bon Maui Island.
Yeah, you're right. But I went down there to the Delta Grocery the other day, and I had heard about the Alabama round steak.
Oh, is it bologna?
It's a half inch of bologna.
There we go.
It's a half an inch of bologna, and they take it's on a flapjack that they make with hush puppy batter.
Oh, it's a hoe cake.
And let me tell you what.
Yeah, cornmeal pancake is
Yeah.
also called a hoe cake.
Okay.
And you know where the name comes from?
No.
They actually used to just grease a hoe like you hoe a garden with, put the batter on it, and stick the hoe into a fire.
I'll be damned.
And they would cook the cakes right there on the hoe, so it was a hoe cake.
Okay. And then it had the Alabama white sauce on it.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you what, it was fabulous. And there's another dish I got to go back and try, but they sliced apples and they grill the apples in cinnamon, cook them in cinnamon, and they put them on their chicken sandwich.
No, you can have all of that you want, buddy.
I got
You
it.
can have my share. I don't like chicken salad.
Why do they
That's
always
on grilled chicken.
stick a geographic name on a food item? We were on a cruise ship recently, and there was an Alabama this, a New Orleans that, San Antonio such and such. But then if you go to San Antonio, they don't know. They never heard of it.
I will tell you a dish that got very popular in malls in the 80s and 90s.
Uh-huh.
And they always billed it as a New Orleans dish, and that was bourbon chicken.
Come
Had
to
it.
find out.
It never had anything to do with New Orleans. It came from Kentucky, where bourbon is made.
Yeah.
Right.
But people didn't know anything, so I guess they mean Bourbon Street,
They associated with Bourbon
Yeah.
Street.
even though Street wasn't in the name, and no aspect of it was anything Cajun.
But it helps sell the goods in Mobile.
Well, I'll tell you, Charlie, we as Americans, because we don't want to learn the correct meanings of words, call a lot of stuff the wrong thing.
Yeah.
That Japanese grill that you go to where they chop stuff up and turn the
The
Hibachi
hibachi stuff.
it's not a hibachi.
Yeah.
It's a teppanyaki grill. Hibachi is a 12-inch long cast iron grill that you cook with charcoal on.
Yeah.
That's what a hibachi is.
Not that huge,
No.
big square thing.
No, that's teppanyaki. But we call things by the wrong thing all the time because we don't do any research.
Maybe nobody could spell teppanyaki. I can't even pronounce
Can't
it.
spell hibachi either.
Yeah, well, true. Yeah, that's another pet peeve
And
of
then
mine.
someone asked me one time, I go, well, why do the people that run it know it? No, they don't. They're not Japanese.
Yeah.
You go to a Japanese restaurant in Mobile, chances are the people that own it are Cambodian or Vietnamese. Same with a Chinese restaurant.
But those guys flipping the grills and all that, they do have a school that they have to go to.
Yeah, they do a certification. It does, not just for the muscle memory of the chopping and everything, but also for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The entertainment aspect of it.
And it is entertaining if you
Yeah,
get
very.
good.
Yeah. I love going to it. The food is terrific and healthy.
Especially
Plenty of it.
if they're like comedians too.
Yeah.
Some of them are hilarious
Yeah.
to watch and listen to.
But
Especially when you got an old one and a young one working together on stands and they throw food at each other.
Hey, we were in there one time in a group and there was a young couple with a baby on the other side of the table. And it came time for him to light off the grease. And I'm thinking, boy, this baby's going to be terrified. He put the smiley face on with the oil and lit it. And that baby was fascinated by that. That was a future pyrotechnic in the audience there, I guess. But I mean, it was really enthralled with that fire.
Hey, we want to say thanks for listening in on the Facebook line, Facebook page. David Hubble, he says Happy Mother's Day.
I forgot what
he
is
said,
the
"Happy
Facebook-
day, you mothers."
What is the
No, it says
Facebook
Happy Mother's
page?
Day, and then you
It's
got
Facebook.com/sip-and-chew.
Juju Sullivan Lopez. She's tuning in, and Matthew Rotman from Philadelphia.
Matt Robin, we've had him on the show.
Okay.
He did the kettle corn. He and his Matt and I went to college together up in Nashville. He New Orleans boy, worked at some restaurants down there, but he wanted to show his kids how to make a startup business, and they did a little kettle corn thing that they would take to festivals and stuff. Great opportunity. He and his wife are immensely talented musicians.
Cool.
Immensely. Matt, okay. I have a lot of crazy stories with Matt. One of them was on the opening day of the Spice Girls movie Spice World. Matt said, "You know, it'd be crazy if a bunch of us guys got together and went and saw Spice World." So we all, it was like 20 or well, 8 or 9 of us 20-year-olds went to Spice World on opening night. As we're walking out, Matt says, "You know, it'd be even crazier. What? If we turn around and back and saw it again." So Matt and I went back and saw it again. I went over and had some guys at one of their apartments, and I was making Caribbean fajitas, and I had fresh habaneros. And Matt goes, "You know, it would be stupid. What? If we just ate a whole habanero." So each of us, Matt and I, ate an entire habanero. This time when Matt said, "You know, it'd be even crazier is if we ate another one," I was like, "Well, you're welcome to." I'm not. I spent 20
So
minutes.
like this guy's crazy.
Yeah, but fun, and like I said, just a great musician.
Was that Caribbean dish really from the Caribbean?
No, what I did was a variation of fajitas,
Yeah.
but I used jerk marinade on the beef and did a mango salsa instead of a
They
regular.
kind of makes it a Jamaican
Yeah.
thing.
I saw that Riker guy last night. Does the barbecue shows on Create? He was doing a
Stephen Reichard?
yeah, Reichard.
Yeah.
He was doing frog leg fajitas last
Huh.
night.
I have
They
a
look
good
good.
that I want to do
And
called.
he showed how you could tell when the frog legs are ready. He showed you how the test you do when they're ready, because when you press down on them, the meat starts to pull away from the bone. They're little bony
Oh.
pigs.
The frog legs really taste like chicken.
No, they taste better than chicken.
I've had frog legs.
Everything
It's been a
that
long
people
time.
say tastes like chicken tastes better than chicken.
Well, eat the
Chicken is a
if-
really low grade meat. In this country, chicken is a really low grade quality protein. It has virtually no flavor because of the way we raise it. The nutrition is really down.
Mhm.
And
God, how can you be down on chicken?
Well,
Fried chicken, especially.
I believe it's the chef. 251-343-0106 is the call and text. The Callahan's call and text line. When we come back, we're going to have William Stitt from
Billy.
Billy's Bacon, as we all know, and he's got something to talk to us about.
Bottle of white, bottle of red, perhaps a bottle of
Weird. Headphones off. Enjoy the show. Has another great story.
in our
And I hope that still listens.
you and
I was in Nashville for 7.5 years. Most of it to be a musician. I kind of went into the cooking and let it go. Right towards the end, hanging out with Matt and Barrow and a bunch of other musicians who are now very successful.
Partly cloudy skies this morning, then mostly cloudy this afternoon with high temperatures in the lower 80s. Tonight, a few showers with lows in the mid-60s. And for Monday, showers are likely with highs in the upper 70s.
Chris West is
Meteorologist Dr. Leo for FM Gulf 1065.
FM Talk 1065, the Gulf Coast Weather Authority.
For more than 50 years, Mobile Bay Magazine has showcased the history, style, arts, dining, and entertainment that defines excellence on both sides of Mobile Bay. Each month's issue is filled with our unique Southern Alabama culture, beautifully captured and told through engaging articles and stunning
pulled
photography.
everybody off the
When you
stage.
subscribe to Mobile
Rhythm
Bay
section.
Magazine, you'll be swept into the
So I
pages
had
where
no choice
recipes,
but to
familiar
play.
places, and faces,
I got ready
and
to end the
untold
bid
stories
back
abound.
one
Start
more
your
time.
journey today by
So it's
visiting
about a 15-minute
mobilebaymag.com.
solo.
That's mobilebaymag.com.
He could
Brian
tell I
Comer's
was
here
getting
with
tired
Tobias
at
and
the end of
Comer
the
Law
third.
for Law
Charlie.
251.
Charlie, can you turn that down?
And he could tell I was getting a little at the end of what I could do with that voice, so he let me off at that. But for that 15 minutes, man, I held Music City in the palm of my hand. That solo is the best thing I have ever done improvised. And it was all because Matt was down there going, keep playing, you know, making me push myself. And then it was Matt's turn to come up and play a solo, and he goes through his, and he starts to lose an octave key on the saxophone, so he's losing notes. And Chris West walks up to him, another sax player, and he goes, losing the octave key? Matt kind of nodded, he goes, one more time. And he was doing solo, and then another key started going out. Chris was like, oh, you losing that one too? One more time.
We're gonna get it right.
Oh, no, he just, you know, hey, you pushed him, now I'm pushing you. I think he ended
So
up
how
like,
long did that piece run?
oh, 45 minutes. So this guy, we played 2 songs. I was there on stage an hour and a half.
Wow. That's awesome.
It was, oh yeah, it really was. And, our drummer was Akil Hunt, who is the lead guitarist and keyboardist for Little Big Town now. His father is Chester Thompson, and he was the drummer for Santana for Nebraska. Then when Phil Collins became the lead singer of Genesis, when
How
he
many
toured,
30 seconds?
Chester played drums for him.
That's right.
Akil showed us Chester's studio in the backyard. You go in the studio, there's Chester's track set. Behind it is a mural of Chester playing Mantra Jazz Festival with Santana on that track.
Says Paul, a friend of mine was on Santana concert last night, somewhere on the East Coast.
To get you the new start you deserve.
They're all old.
1-800-266-1432.
So are we.
The young ones have been dying, the old ones
More
are
than
still there.
Here we go, guys.
The drugs must have been
Back
there.
to all up dining. Mike and Stu on
Mics are hot.
106.
Michael.
All righty, we're back. We are in the studio, and we got a special guest. Stu, you know William Stitt.
I do.
But I call him Billy.
Yeah, Bill E.
He's less of a man he used to be because he's lost so much weight.
Yeah.
But he
What's
looks,
that all about?
But he looks good. He looks
Yeah.
good. But he's got something important to talk to us about this morning. Something he's involved in and he's passionate about, and he wants everybody to listen and put their support behind him. And how you doing this morning, Billy? Well, thanks for being on, man. Thanks for reaching out. Yeah. Glad. Tell us what you got going on. Oh,
Yeah, that's no fun, prostate cancer. Yeah. I've never had a bout with it, luckily, so far, but when I was in my early 30s, I had a prostate infection. And that's just a glimpse of what it can be like going through prostate cancer. And I don't want any part of that.
Yeah.
That was
I've had several friends. I've personally 2 friends that have died of prostate cancer, but I've known a number of them have gotten it, and it's treatable if you get it in time.
Yeah, early detection is the key.
Yeah, yeah.
This drive definitely helps get the awareness out there. It helps research.
So how's the ride set up? How's it structured, and how what can people do to benefit this event?
Yeah, so go to distinguishedgentlemanride.com, and we are going to start Sunday, May 19th at Rosie's 1901 Garage. We'll leave there between 9 and 9:30, and there'll be 50 plus of us dressed in dapper attire, vintage style motorcycles, riding through historic downtown Mobile, through the old tunnel, all the way Spanish Fort, downtown Daphne, down to Fairhope. We'll stop at the Fairhope Pier for a photo op, and then end up at Billy's Restaurant. How you can participate is you can just basically go to my page. I think I shared that information. QR code, you can click on $5 or whatever you imagine you like to put on there. Every dollar counts, and every ride, they compete against each other trying to raise the most funds. We've raised over $5,000.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Absolutely. Absolutely. So is going to be any entertainment once they get to that place on over Fairhope called Billy's?
Yeah. Well, they're going to have tea and cookies and real fun photo op with all of their food mobiles. It's fall. Pull up the Rosie's around 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be really fun to see all those winners by.
Yeah, or if you're Mike, you're still there at 9 a.m.
On my way home? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And then the Mobile Vintage Motorcycle Club, Rock Motorsports. They're the big sponsors behind this. They're making it happen all over the road. The place is awesome. So we'll leave there, and then when we get to my restaurant, we'll have a big tent set up with lunch, lemon melting moment, sweet desserts, minnow cheese sandwiches. Troy Atkinson playing some crunchy style, ride your motorcycle in his music. It's going to be really cool. So you could be waiting at the restaurant, join us under the tent. You don't have to have a bike or anything. You can just stay here to participate and welcome these riders in, and just see what the motorcycling community is about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mike would look real cool doing that, Bill, with his Hawaiian shirt on and like a leather jacket with a biker gang on the back riding up on his Schwinn.
A do-rag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you can ride your bike and
Cool.
you can follow us. It's really cool event. This is my first time participating, and I am ecstatic.
Oh, cool.
I can't wait.
Now, is this going on anywhere else in the country?
So there's one in Montgomery, it's 950 cities worldwide. Some people have, 10 runners. Some people have thousands.
Wow.
On the website, you'll see last year's photos and videos, Spain, all over Europe, all over Australia. It started in Australia with this really cool guy that just decided to queue up and dress up dapper and ride their vintage style bike and race money to help them. Then it just took on, went from city to city to city, and country to country. And Mobile has really cool history. Maurice,
Wow.
So Mobile has a big history. It's one of the first cities in the United States to truly participate and have a big club behind it. Mobile area racing, $55,000. $35 million has been raised.
Wow. Wow. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's spectacular. And since 2012, so that's 12 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know at the garage downtown on Washington Street in Contact, I think it's Tuesday night. There's a number of vintage motorcycles that park there, and they gather there. Yeah, yeah.
Good folks. They like garages, don't they?
Beautiful, beautiful bikes. Beautiful bikes. Yeah.
But you do have to dress down. You have to find that, nothing cooler than a cool old three-quarter face helmet with goggles, tweed jacket, and bow tie.
That's when it was glamorous back then. It was kind of average for them, but it's, looking back, it's glamorous. There's a guy downtown. He's got a motorcycle, a vintage bike with a sidecar on it, and I mean, it's beautiful. I don't get near them because I don't want to have those Pee Wee Herman moments over a bunch of motorcycles. Cool. That's awesome to know. Yeah. Now, wait, I'm assuming y'all gonna have a police escort.
It'd be cool if they were on the Harleys, wouldn't it? Yeah, well, if you've got a lot of Harleys in your pack, people are going to hear you coming. So it's not a problem. Indian? Yeah.
Love Indians.
Yeah. Yeah, I love all those bikes that I don't know how to ride. So
I've been advised by David Hubble that says, please don't let Mike get on the motorcycles. They know me too well.
Yeah, he's already been to triage 4 times with a bicycle. Just imagine what he'd do at 50 miles an
They won't
hour.
let me on the scooters downtown.
A side of bacon with a side of bacon. All right, Bill, we got 1 minute left, man. Once again, where can people contact you or find you if they want to get involved or check things out? Mike.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Bill. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're looking mighty dapper with your
Svelte.
with
You
your
look svelte.
steps, with your weight loss. You look pretty good, buddy.
Hi. In moderation.
In
Mike.
moderation, there you go.
All right, thanks a
All
lot.
right, Billy, thank you so much. Good luck, buddy.
That's Bill E Stitt, folks, from Old 27. 251-343-0106. What the heck is that
I
number,
believe
Mike?
that's the Callahan's Irish Social Club text and call-in line.
Oh, I thought it was lottery numbers.
Good interview, guys.
Make your own gumbo yesterday. What was that at yesterday, Deborah? I didn't know about it. Was there a gumbo cook-off somewhere?
You know why we don't ever get comments from YouTube? Because if you have it set to child friendly, you get comments. Set our whole YouTube page so that but I get it. It'll also help us show up better.
Slow network is no network for business. That's why more choose Comcast Business. And now we're introducing.
Hey, your show doesn't repeat.
Our fastest plans yet. Roughly 12
Like
times
during the
faster
week
than
sometimes?
Verizon,
Not that I
AT&T,
know
Well,
of.
or at night.
No,
Existing
not that
customers
I
can
know.
get up to triple the speed.
It'd be nice if they want to use replay it, you know, at nighttime when it's night.
Network reliability and
It
advanced
would certainly
cybersecurity.
work as long as it
Ultimate
wasn't,
speed from Comcast.
as long as you weren't
Power
promoting
possibilities.
something on that day.
Don't miss out on our fastest speed plans.
And then you could do that, but say if you're hearing this other than on Sunday morning,
Plus,
the
that's
event
how you have to
has already
get a prepaid card for bulk line income. Call 1-800-501-6000 or visit ComcastBusiness.com to switch today. In 62324 restrictions apply. Customers only with 300 megabits per second internet and security. Eco Bell auto pay
I'm
required.
trying to
Free
get,
tax and fees
you
extra.
have to have
Compares
1,000
Comcast
subscribers.
by free 100 megabits per second by the internet or Verizon.
Is that on there or?
Free touch download for existing essential standard customers.
That's.
Did you know you may be at risk of vision loss even if you're not experiencing physical symptoms?
can I have a minute to talk about a
By
restaurant?
scheduling a vision
A different
screening
one?
today. If
Because
you
I have
have
a
an old
question
or unwanted car, donate it
Okay.
to Heritage for the Blind. Just call 800-715-2200.
No, but I did get White Zinfandel on this cruise last year.
Heritage for the Blind is an IRS-recognized nonprofit
They
organization.
still don't
that
have a
helps
wine
promote eye health and aids the
You don't
blind
have
and
anybody
visually
coming
impaired.
around with a
They
list
accept
like
cars,
they used
vans,
to.
and trucks.
But
It
they will
doesn't
still
matter if
cork
the
your
vehicle
bottle
runs or
or
not, it
bring
will
it
be
back the
towed away
next
for
night.
free. Call right now to donate your car, and
Yeah,
as
on
a
a cruise
special
ship.
thank you for
That wasn't
calling,
what I
you'll
wanted
get
to
a
talk about. I
free
want to talk
3-day
about
vacation voucher
juicy
to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. Call 1-800-715-2203. Donating is easy and your vehicle is towed away for free. Call now 1-800-715-2203. That's 1-800-715-2203.
And then I
You
end
can now
up
do
selling.
more without it costing you more. Alabama's
Well, I
attractions
keep
have come
seeing all these
together to
boats
offer
for
the
sale on
all-in-one ticket
Facebook,
that
and I'm going,
downloads to your
why
mobile
did I have
device.
to open a
No matter
restaurant?
how many attractions listed in the
Boats.
ticket you see during the time span you bought, your price stays the same. Pick the right ticket option that best fits your schedule, and then enjoy more
Yeah,
attractions
I'll get it
without
going
spending
again.
more.
I had a
All-in-one
chance to
tickets for
buy a
different
boat
areas
with
of
Margaret.
Alabama are available at alabama.travel and other places where online tickets are sold. Brought to you by Alabama Tourism Department,
my shelving
ABA, and this station.
Mac and cheesery is about to be kayak.
If you're a sportsman and love the great outdoors, you know how important
Kayak
it is to
holders.
utilize
Yeah,
the
I've
tips
got
and tricks that
4 kayaks.
really good fishermen and hunters know. That's why sportsman and
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a-
photographer John Felcher is sharing his knowledge gathered
Well, there
from a
might be,
lifetime
but
of learning
it's about
what
right,
works
shelf.
and what doesn't. Listen for the Outdoor Tips Daily on FM Talk 1065. You may become more successful fishing and hunting. Outdoor Tips with John Felcher on FM Talk 1065.
To get on the line, call 343-0106.
Mics are hot.
Hey, we're back. We want to thank a few people. We want to thank Bob's Downtown Diner on the fine corner of Fat and Happy, North Jackson and St. Francis Street. Fun, fine folks there. Nice day to be sitting outside on a Mother's Day, enjoying Mother's Day brunch with your mother,
Yeah.
or somebody's mother.
Yeah.
And those
As long as somebody's daddy don't know you're there with somebody's mother, you're okay, right?
and drinking those mimosas, those momosas,
Momosas, yeah.
and Bloody Marys. Want to thank Hall Sausage and Wholesale Meats.
You know what mother wants for Mother's Day?
Some Halls.
She wants some Hall sausage.
There you go. Why not? Why not? Who wouldn't? Whose mother wouldn't?
With flowers.
With flowers and a bottle of white Zinfandel. And
Really?
and want to thank Butch Cassie's in the heart of Old Shell and Florida Street, which we fondly call Flow Shell.
I bet they were busy yesterday because Roy said one of his busiest days used to be naturally Mother's Day.
Yeah.
It's not open on Sundays.
Right.
So I think last Tuesday it was. We just out of nowhere at 12:47, the restaurant packed out. And I made the joke when it cleared out. I said, one of these days I wish I could call up 40 friends and go, hey man, let's all meet at the restaurant at 12:47. And they said, those were all early Mother's Days. I went, oh, no, now that's cool. You know?
So Nancy says, colorful shirt. Thank you, Nancy.
Well, it's just black. But hey,
I feel colorful today.
I went to
Thank
the Eco Wild Outdoor Expo.
Yeah.
Sean was there doing his show Friday, the midday show. It was the first of its kind. They highlight everything we have to do in the state of Alabama outdoor.
I never know about these things.
Well, it just started.
Well, it was the inaugural one.
Oh,
as much as
know
you're on
about it.
Facebook, how do you miss it? Because you're looking at other people's timelines trying to figure out what's going on in their life, ain't you? You are gossiping. No, actually, he's looking at barbecue restaurants. but yeah, I went out Friday for that. Outstanding. I was just showing Mike a clip. They had a 1962 wooden ski boat. That was cool. Some puppies. They had plenty of food. And
Was the turnout pretty good?
not at 12:30 on a Friday. I bet yesterday was packed out though with the kiddies.
Yeah.
They had a catfish pond for the kiddies. I threw an axe, or a few of them, threw some shurikens, same people. They want us to come out sometime and just shoot some video and hang out with them for free, chunking axes. So,
You're throwing them at a target, I assume.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
Just
I
wanted to
shot
clear that up.
the game wardens let me shoot a bow and arrow that was set up for the kids.
Cool. That sounds like a fun event.
It really was. It was a great event, first of its kind, and just really highlights everything in Alabama. There were people there from the Blackfoot region that were talking about quail hunting, dove hunting, turkey hunting, like that.
I used to do that when I was a
sent
kid.
somebody down there to just talk about what there is to do in the Wetumpka area, which is a lot of natural resources. The state parks were represented. I'm hoping to win that 2-night stay at any state park in the state. It will not be.
Where would you go?
Will not be Gulf State Park because I can just ride over there. I was thinking Montesano, which is in Huntsville. It overlooks the city of Huntsville, but there's no fishing there. So
It'd be hard for a lake to stay up there on top.
Yeah, well, I thought there might be a creek or something.
Well, how would the fish get on top of the mountain?
Choking them. That's what the folks
how
in
the
Floribama are for. We bring them up there, they toss the bullets up the top of the mountain.
Is there any truth to the fact that that they're not always tossing real mullet?
No, they're always tossing real mullet.
Well,
PETA
somebody
didn't want-
was talking about rubber mullets.
No,
something like
PETA
that,
wanted them to switch to rubber
which
mullet.
just would
Hey, those
destroy the
bullets
whole
go to
event.
good use.
Yeah.
They help raise money.
Yeah.
And then they feed the alligators at Alligator Alley.
Yeah,
so
yeah, they
PETA,
go-
the gators got to eat too.
One of them must not got fed because he was lost on Water Street the other day. So Charlie, you said you had somewhere.
Yeah, I wanted to bring it up. First of all, it was a nice restaurant that we'd never been to called Juicy Seafood. It's on Airport Boulevard, just west, right after you cross over University.
It used to be Zia's Rotisserie.
Yeah, in the front part of that
I have
shopping
been there
center
too.
parking lot.
That is a new craze of seafood that's from California
Yeah.
by way of Louisiana and Vietnam.
So they didn't say the California, Louisiana, Vietnam.
No,
lobster.
it's called Viet Cajun.
Yeah.
And when a lot of the immigrants got to the Gulf Coast, we all remember this happening.
Sure,
We
from
referred to as the
Vietnam.
boat people from the 70s. The Vietnamese people that entered Acadiana went to the crawfish bowls and said, "This is fantastic. Have you ever thought of making it spicy?"
Yeah.
Because they thought the Cajun food was kind of bland.
Wow.
And they said, "And why do you limit yourself to crawfish? You can do this with any seafood. And you can get, Mike, you can get Dungeness crab. But you could get it regular Cajun style and all this. or you could get them to really kick it up. And if you're not crying from the heat, you're really not doing it right.
I have a
What
big
did
question.
you eat? Okay.
Well, mine was kind of bland. I mean,
Yeah.
unexciting. I had fish and shrimp, but three or four of the people in our 10-person group ordered crab legs and crab claws. You know, the long crab legs, and but there was also shrimp, corn on the cob, potatoes, and spices in there, like you would on Kunas stew.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Or a lot of people call it. But anyhow, it came cooked in a plastic bag, and the bag was all puffed up. And I'm wondering, what was that all about? The way I
it's
eaten
just
it
to keep it
before,
hot so that you can rip it open, you get that aromatic experience.
Was it perforated with holes?
No. The bag stayed puffed up.
I've seen dudes, some places you get crawfish in a little croaker sack.
Yeah.
Plastic croaker, and they'll put it in the bowl. It's got the corn and potatoes and all that.
It also helps them portion that out.
It's portion size too.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell, can I make a confession?
Yeah.
Okay, this will show my true partisanship. But when I saw those snow crab legs, I guess, and the claws, in my mind, it looked like something that fell out of an alien spacecraft.
There's some odd looking crabs. Look up a sheep's head crab.
Sheep's head crab.
Yeah. The legs are like 4 or 5 feet long. The body's about the size of a football, and the face looks like a sheep. Now, we don't have them in this area, but they're close to like Costa Rica, around the equator.
Nancy Wright wants to know how come we never show Charlie on the camera.
There's a good reason for that.
Well, the main reason is
is
that Charlie is retired. He's just helping us out.
He's here today, but
Steve is usually there.
Let me see if I can fix this. Hold on.
Wait,
hang on, Nancy, and look.
Hey, they make 360 cameras, Mike.
Charlie.
Hey.
Oh, you didn't leave it on very long, I noticed.
Where'd you go, Stu? There you
go. All right, I want to remind people before we head out of here. Next Monday, voting starts for the Carla Hall Next Favorite Chef competition that I am in.
How do people vote?
They go to a website that we have posted on the page, and I will read it. It's favechef.com. But it starts next Monday. I would appreciate your votes because I could use that $25,000, and I'd like to hang out with Carla Hall in Nashville for that.
There you go. There you go. Get out there, support local, be local, buy local, and above all else, happy Mother's Day and
provolone.
Good.
She said you're cute, Charlie.
Must have it out.
Bye. Happy Mother's Day.